with Jason. And Jason, you're tracking this storm here that could be a doozy up there in the northern half of the state.
It really could, yeah. I mean, we're talking about inches of snow, and accompanying that's going to be wind gusts potentially even 50 miles per hour plus in spots. And I've got an area of 2 to 4 inches to the north and the northeast. Wouldn't be surprised to see some pockets within that zone in excess of 4 inches. You get much further to the south, though, and those snow totals taper back. The metro upwards towards Ames, even down near Osceola, included in that 1 to 2 inch zone, and even 1 to 2 inches down with winds in excess of 40 miles per hour could cause some patchy whiteout conditions at times, and could even see a little bit of a glaze as we see some very cold air rush in through the middle portion of tomorrow, and that's going to be right after it's done raining. So you can see we've got some showers south of Lincoln that are trying to start to push their way on in. I think it takes us largely until after midnight before we start to see some of that work its way in. But any headlines along with this system are to the north and to the west. You can see Emmetsburg included in a winter weather advisory that goes all the way to the east north of Waterloo, and a winter storm watch including Kossuth County eastward as well. But the worst of it's going to be to our north. You can see blizzard warnings west of the metro of Minneapolis. That's headed outwards towards Fargo, and you can see just a broad area of winter storm warnings and even some blizzard warnings up into the upper peninsula of Michigan. They could see much more snow than us. We could be talking a widespread area in excess of 6 inches of snow. So I think we'll take what we're getting, but even areas to the west there through Omaha will have a winter weather advisory in place. So enough talking, let's track this thing out for you. Midnight, chance for a shower, better chances as we head into the overnight. You can see just how much that moisture billows up, and by 10:30 already seeing central portions of the state have that rain transition over to snow within this zone. Again, after that rain has fallen, if we still have wet roadways, temperatures are going to be plummeting, and that could cause that to freeze and lead to some very icy spots on roadways. And then we get the snow on top of it. We head into your afternoon tomorrow. Snow continues to fall, especially through those northern portions of the state where it could be falling well into Monday morning, and that's going to depart, but after it departs, we've still got snow down to worry about with those winds, again, very strong, in excess of 40 to even 50 miles per hour. Ice, again, not as much of an issue, but even some areas where we're not seeing this pick up on 0.1 could see a couple hundredths of an inch of ice because of the potential for flash freeze with this system. And then the wind comes roaring in. 9:30 western half of the state, 30 to 40, 45 mile per hour winds. Those continue to push eastward, and even into Monday morning we're going to be hanging on to that. So there's a chance that this system will continue to even impact travel conditions as you kick off your work week plans, and you can see visibility concerns will continue into Sunday evening as well, as we'll have that snow down. And with the winds, that's going to be blowing that around quite a bit. Then we get the cold. Monday morning, we could see a widespread area through the northern half of the state of 10 to 20 below for wind chills. And not looking any kind of warm on Monday with that wind, but we do bounce back. We're above freezing by Tuesday.